Hello everyone. I planned to create this video a long time ago, and that's kind of uh, annoying me because I wanted to do it earlier, but then I said, oh, later, and it's kind of procrastination. So now I'm not prepared, and I just decided done it for not keep energy on there. So I have an article which I find at Russian social network about food. I'm not sure who is author, but I like it so much and it helped me. It's about food, so I'll just read and I hope you would enjoy it. There is so much lies and misunderstanding surrounding food. The nutritional value of food is a myth and a deception. I'm sorry for my English. Sometimes I don't know some words, so it can be mistake, but I think the information is very important. The body can't be nourished. It can be stuffed with a foreign substance, food. I don't eat, and I'm no longer dependent on food. People ask me how I feel without food, but that's like asking a former smoker how they feel without cigarettes. Not eating or breatharianism, it's a very simple state, free from the drug induced haze. There is no mysticism involved, and no meditation raising your vibration or breathing practices are required. It's simply a normal state, free from the narcotic haze of food. A smoker wouldn't meditate to quit smoking. You just need to stop putting food down your throat. Drink pure water and your body will cleanse itself, rebuild itself, and become perfect. Detoxification is a normal reaction of the body after any drug. The transition to abstinence is accompanied by withdrawal symptoms, but after cleansing your body of the effects of food, you will feel like you are reborn, but as a completely different person. What kind? You have to experience it for yourself. Words can't describe it. You will be able to do and feel things are extraordinary to ordinary people. Don't rely on anyone. No one will pull you out of your food pit. Only you can do it for yourself. Readapt successfully and experience a new life, new experiences, new discoveries. People think overcoming food addiction is mystical, but it's so simple. Stop eating and that's it. After a period of varying degrees of detoxification, it depends. You will become increasingly energetic, cleaner, stronger, healthier, more perfect, and something will open for you, even on level you never even imagined. You will understand what a real state of body, mind, and soul is. You will understand and explore the spiritual world. You will live as long as you wish. You will experience true freedom and the joy of diverse creativity and repeat fulfillment of desires. Humans are endowed with a variety of superpowers, considered mystical and fantastical. But the further you free from yourself from food, the more abilities will be revealed to you. People ask me how to live in a society with people who eat. It's simple. Smokers socialize with non-smokers. It's the same thing. Entertaining with the food, it's a misery for people. It's fatal. Therefore, those who eat are doomed. Every meal slowly kills people. But while they eat, while they live in the fog of the narcotic effects of food, they don't notice the mortal danger. They constantly enjoy the high from food. The process of devouring is a way to stop withdrawal symptoms and get high from toxins and poisons that block consciousness. The body wears our out because it gives up a lot of energy to throw out the foreign substance, food. Food is a terrible and terrifying substance discussed as necessary and indispensable. People are constantly high. They can't imagine themselves without this low vibration intoxication. They can't stop entertaining themselves with food. They can't even imagine what it means to be themselves, what it means to possess all the potential destined for a person, but blocked by food. Anyone at any age can stop eating. You just need to be patient and remember that food is a dangerous and life-threatening drug. The main thing is to understand the process of food withdrawal or detoxification. People ask me if fasting can help you stop eating. Fasting is just a figment of people's mind. You quit smoking, you get back on it. You quit smoking again, you get back on it. What's the point? It's the same as if smoker quits and then waits for the day when he can start smoking again. Fasting is a foolish return to yet another toxic containment of the body. I find it funny when a not eater says they eat sometimes for pleasure. It's like a former drug addict injection heroin for pleasure. I have no intention to returning to food addiction. Why go back to what? I quit and then I quit again. Sorry, my son distracts me. I have no intention of returning to food addiction. Why go back to what I quit and then quit again? Heroin, nicotine, alcohol, and food are all dangerous for the body. All these addictions are purely for pleasure. You need to break a food addiction as quickly as possible and don't drag it out or put it off. The longer the process takes, the harder it is to quit food. Don't interfere with your body's life. Don't torment it with food. Don't defile your body's purity, and it will thank you. We don't know what for sure what nourishes our body, what feeds us all. Clearly it's not food. Only someone who can explain what keeps atoms their constant spin can explain this. And if anyone is truly interested in proof, there is one surefire way: give up food. Do it yourself. It's not difficult, but you must commit it 100% on your own. You don't need support or anyone to help it. You can do it quickly or over the course of a few months. If you want to do it faster, the detox effect will be stronger, especially if you ate chemically containment food or had the bad habit of overeating. No one lives because of food. It's simply an addiction, just like any other drug. You don't need any practices to activate anything to transform your body to a breatharian. I don't like the term breatharian since everyone breathes and lives by energy. We don't call food a drug. To stopping eating seems mystical and very difficult. It's our psyche's way to maintaining an addiction. And this addiction opens the door to nowhere. Fasting is actually detoxification. The feeling of hunger is the process of preparing the gastrointestinal drugged for the consumption of food, a drug. We sense this preparation and call it hunger. We call food nutrition. Also, food is not nutrition and never has been. Not only humans but also animals lack the ability of nourish their body with food. My 5 dogs, 2 cats, and fish don't eat. None of them eat, and neither do my wife and I. Some of them have learned not to eat, and some only drank milk from their mother after birth, but then never ate because we never fed them. Get a few fish and try it yourself. Of course, fish need the company, love, and attention of their companions, but if they are given a natural environment, they will survive just fine. I know Verding, who wrote the book Life Without Food, once showed me his fish, which doesn't eat either. It lives indoors in a small aquarium by itself. It's not like not eating needs to raise your consciousness. You are simply detoxing your body. And if you are having problems with other people during this time, it's not because you have a different vibrations. You are detoxicating, so your state is unstable. The people around you are stable because they are not detoxing. They are constantly introducing food toxins into themselves, and out of habit, this keeps them in a more or less stable mood. If you drink only water, detoxification cleansing takes at least 3 months. You will feel it when you are more or less clean because your loved ones won't bother you anymore. Remember that a sugar in juices will also cause mood swings, even if you are only slightly returned to juices. You will experience similar symptoms to those you described. Food is simply a drug. Nutrition doesn't exist for those who eat or for those who don't. Who those For those who eat, the body is in a constant, intense cleansing and relentless balancing act as best it can, and this continues until death. I've read all his books. I think he's talking about Hilton Hatema here. And he was wrong about some things. The gastrointestinal tract is not the digestive system, it's the elimination system, and our second brain. It's comparable to the brain in terms of the number of neural connections. Has 2 modes: immune, elimination mode, and normal, hormonal. Generation of all the hormones and individual organs can only partially produce. We don't degenerate as he described. We are either addicts or not, if we want to classify additions. Each type of drug forces the body to adapt it all to it. Solid drugs like food create their own set of problems. Liquid drugs like alcohol creates different problems. Cigarettes also create their own set of problems, and so on. But everyone, whether they use drugs or not, all live by the same energy. Drugs don't nourish the body. All bodies share the same means of revitalization. There is a lot of misunderstandings around this issue. Getting rid of a drug called food is no more difficult than getting rid of other drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, heroin. The detoxification process and the results will be the same. But instead, people try to make elimination food a complicated process. The body has been fueling itself from the very beginning and continues to do so, and it has nothing to do with food. It only appears complicated because of the many misconceptions and misunderstandings around the detox process. If you know or understand what is it to get rid of drug addiction, then there are no problems. You can overcome food addiction quickly or slowly. For me, quickly breaking free from food is easier and simpler. Now I don't eat at all. People still ask me if I feel weak without food or if I have to meditate a lot to avoid eating. A food addict simply can't imagine life without this drug and thinks it would be worse without food. But you just need to detox and that's it. Eliminate the addiction because the body doesn't have diets. It can't feed on food. Nobody needs to eat. Anyone can stop. Food is not a complicated drug. You need to detox and never have to deal with it again. Compared to those who eat every day, you will sleep less and less. Your mind will be clear all the time, and you will always be full of energy. But it will take 3 months with water to completely eliminate traces of food consumption. Eaters' bodies are constantly eliminating food because they are eating constantly. Any drug is consumed for pleasure, just like food, even if the effects are completely unpleasurable. Hungry is a misnomer. The feeling of hunger is the withdrawal of the food drug and the body's preparation for the next dose. First, if you are an eater and when you think about food, your body begins to prepare. But we often mistake the preparation for hunger, even though it was only the thoughts of smell of food or smell of food. Second, we also mistakenly call the next sensation hunger when thoughts or smells trigger stomach acids to prepare for food doses. The body has adapted to regular food consumption, and that's it. The feeling of hunger has nothing to do with eating food. Absolutely not. For example, let's take chocolate. You eat it and force your body to cope with the drug and its effect. Chocolate forces the endocrine system, which maintains blood chemistry, to resist it until the body eliminates it. If you eat it regularly, your body becomes accustomed to it, and you feel like you need to eat it again and again. These signs are the body's dependence of food and other drugs. Even if people think food nourishes them, they actually eat for pleasure and the familiar feelings of fullness in their gastrointestinal tract. Yes, food nourishes people emotionally, but not physically. The body doesn't have such a mechanism. I don't believe that no one wants to live without drugs, that everyone wants to be addicted. I disagree. I think people simply have the misconception and they need food. It's hard for them to believe that they like thanks to energy, but in spite to eating the food they are accustomed accustomed to. My wife and I don't eat anything, and we don't plan to eat anything anymore because it's much easier and better to live without food. You don't need to raise your vibration to start living on prana. Sorry for using the word prana. It's complete nonsense, and they use it to make it more difficult and impossible to quit the drug. Environmental pollution, if you are free from food, then you are no longer vulnerable to pollution. I never get sick or have any breathing problems due to urban air pollution. When I read in 1999 that it was possible to live without food, I began the process of giving up food with all the spiritual and other practices, misunderstandings which became a difficult barrier. But when I realized that it was merely giving up a drug called food, it became easily to give up it. I can firmly say that I will never return to such a lifestyle. Kilocalories and diets have nothing to do with the body. Everyone is light. The body has source of energy, not food, not air, but energy. If the body received energy from drugs, it would require a very complex functioning mechanism. The light is on whether a person eats or doesn't eat. And changes in the mouth, veins, and so on are caused by the use of food and other drugs. I'm so busy that I have neither the time for the desire of entertaining myself with food. And why should I? The body cannot be fed. It can only be drugged with food. Food is a drug. It comes in a different forms, some more harmful, meaning difficult to eliminate, and some less so. It's a slow drug that has a constant detrimental effect. The body can't extract something from food. It can break it down with eliminated. Everything we put in our mouths is first enters the stomach with acid, then the small intestines where the acid is neutralized, and then further breakdown occurs. The blood is constantly cleansed of foreign substances by the liver, kidneys, and skin. We gain weight when they consume food drugs. I believe that if you eat a bar of chocolate, your body needs at least 3 months to completely eliminate it. Fasting doesn't make sense to me as I compare it to smoker who stop smoking periodically for a few days or weeks and then returns to cigarettes. Fasting and quitting smoking are good for the body, but returning to food and smoking again gradually destroy the body. The body requires nothing to sustain itself, including water. After a few months without food and drinking only water, the body returns it to natural state. Abstain from food with the full understanding that the detoxification process awaits you. I will continue later because there is... Oh no, I'm already on 9 page. I will continue. Thinking that meditation or some complex spiritual process is required to eliminate food complicates the process. I don't believe that air nourishes the body. Air is also needed for the cleansing process when eliminating drugs. Give your body water for a few months or eat fruits to keep the detox mild, but then the process will drag on. The body, of course, loses weight without food, but I would consider this a more normal body type than an obese body where food waits for months for it turn to be realized. Initially, there is a drop in energy for 3-5 days, but then the body strengthens and skin becomes smoother, the hair is better, and less sleep is required. Detoxification must be carried out carefully. Food intake can be resumed to slow the detoxification process. And I don't think you need a 7-day dry fast like I did the first time. Yes, it's normal to feel weak. This goes away within a few weeks and depends of your previous diet. Not everyone has the patience to detox. People want to feel good right now. Our bodies are animated by some force that allows you to raise your hand when you comment it. 99.9% of people are addicted to a food drug, liquid or solid. Leave your body alone and just give it water. I don't survive a real fast, but there is a way to die, suddenly stop eating and drinking. The body can't withstand toxic shock. It's, if someone finds themselves in such situation, but there is a water, you won't die, unless, of course, there is a psychological stress. In any case, don't avoid drinking water. Showing starving children in Africa, people in concentration camps, is a good way to deter people from trying to get rid of the food drug. No one can explain this energy that keeps us alive. Recovering from any addiction is a complex and possible process if done slowly, carefully, and wisely. Thank you for your attention. I have information on my Telegram about sleep deprivation. My friend translated to English and made an audio, so I will share the link there. Bye.